against them again.
It's normally 2 or 3.
Ready?
Yeah. Good. I guess the day will get just for you. You go up big. They come the 15-0 run. You go on a 25-0 run. Kind of a wacky game in that sense. But did you feel like you were pretty in control there in the second half?
Yeah, we definitely felt like we were in control. The second half, we knew we had to come up with a spark, and our team did exactly that. We held them to no field goals in the first 8 minutes, and that's exactly what Coach emphasized in the first half. No second shots, and definitely we just got to emphasize the defensive end. So just being able to capitalize on both ends was like our big deal.
CJ, what was said at halftime?
We weren't happy with the way we finished the second half, obviously. And just like Dave Wilkes said, we knew that we had to throw the first punch, win the first war. They hurt us on the glass in the first half, offensive rebound, so we knew we had to take care of that and transition defense off our turnovers as well. So that was the 2 main things we talked about, and just getting off to a good start.
Yo, what was the difference in the second half? Did you guys seem like you had a little bit more energy, especially on the defensive side of the floor?
Yeah, we just knew that they were a hard-fighting team, hard-playing team, and if we wanted to win this game, we would have had to punch them in the mouth coming out the gate. They had us in the first half, in that 15-point run, and we just knew that if we wanted to win this game, we just had to capitalize, like we said, and that's exactly what we did.
Little sickness in the rotation, both you guys out. Adam Comer gets big minutes tonight. Just talk about the job he did and just the kind of changing the rotation a little bit.
Yeah, we had a few guys been sick the last couple of weeks. Obviously missing Lazar and Evan tonight didn't help, but really happy to see AC step up with the minutes he gave us. He works so hard every day in practice. And it was just great to see him. He had such a big impact on the game, even in the minutes he did play, just offensive rebounds, defensively. So we're all really proud of him, and he's going to continue to do that.
CJ, just talk a little bit about so many new faces, so many new guys in the line. What's been not the hardest part, but trying to make the team come together and gel together. What's been kind of the biggest hurdle there for you guys? Not that you're not gelling and.
Yeah, I mean it takes time. I think it's just consistency for us. I mean, you saw it even in the game tonight. It was we went up 15-20, they came back. We went up 20 again, they came back. So I think it's just playing for 40 minutes together as a team, rather than just 20 minutes or 25 minutes. Just trying to put a complete game together, offensively and defensively.
Kind of same question to you.
Yeah, we just knew with every lineup that we have, every guy that we have from 1 through 15 is valuable to the team. So I'm just super grateful to be a part of a squad that has able to fight together, able to stick together through everything. We've had some bad games and we've had some great games, but we're just the same team every single day in practice. And coach has done a great job of gelling us together, and we've done a great job of doing the same thing. So just very proud.
Defensively, is it communication? Is that kind of the biggest? Because you get used to guys and how they play defensively. Is that kind of the harder side of the court to get used to each other on, or not? What do you think?
I think it's something we definitely got to work on. I don't think that's necessarily new faces is the problem. I think we just got to talk. I mean, new faces or not, communication is one of the most important things in basketball, especially on defense. So we haven't got the loudest group. Personality-wise off the court. So, but regardless, we just got to do a better job talking.
For both of you guys, just the excitement of going to Hawaii, paradise, but obviously business at hand. You've got a pretty tough tournament out there. Just for both of you, what's kind of the feeling away from family, over Christmas, but with this family in a pretty nice place?
Yeah, obviously it's tough not being able to spend Christmas with your family, but as corny as it may sound, this is my second family now. So I'm just very glad that I'm able to go there and, have a good time, win some games, and just, enjoy Hawaii.
DJ, for you, same thing?
Yeah, same thing. I mean, just, probably the only time I'm going to get to Hawaii. We got a long trip ahead of us, but should be fun. Oregon State are going to be a tough first match for us. So we just got to prepare for them. Got to work on our Hawaiian. Aloha is about all I know. So it should be a fun trip, though.
Do you feel like y'all play better on the road? Like y'all like to travel, or what's that like?
I don't know. I think it's just.
I think we take every game as the same. Obviously, we love playing at home, playing in front of our home crowd. But just every game that we have, we just going with the same mentality. Road games mean a little bit more to us because obviously a road kill is probably the best feeling, going into another a crowd and and just shutting them up. But obviously, this is a neutral site, so we're gonna have to bring our own energy, and I feel like that's something we're capable of. So.
Wofford kind of made a run there right before halftime. Just what was the message at halftime to come out, start the second half like
They
that?
made a lot of runs. They made one at the end of the game too. So our team just has to. We have to find consistency. I think you bring in several different guys from several different programs, and just we got to become a little bit more mature team. We really curb stomped them to start the second half. It was great to see. I think that was as good of a stretch as we've played all year on both ends of the floor. To hold them to 3 free throws in the first 10 minutes of the second half. And then the way we shared the ball and kept our turnovers down to begin the second half, but we didn't have the maturity to sort of continue that run. I give Wofford credit. They're the type of program and team that won't quit. We knew that. But our players had to learn it the hard way. Disappointed in a few things, obviously. Our ability to rebound, we knew coming in was going to be a challenge, and I didn't think we'd get decimated the way that we did. But there's always things that we're going to have to improve on as the year goes on. I would like to single out Adam Comer, who just did an awesome job. Awesome.
What's that like when you get to see a walk on like that, see an opportunity with a couple of guys sick and optimize it?
It feels great. I think disappointed in myself for not recognizing how hard he goes every single day in practice to play him in some earlier games. And as I told him in the locker room, I'm going to find minutes for him regardless when Lazar comes back. He plays too hard not to be out on the floor. He defends ball screens the way we ask. He blitzes them hard. He gives maximum effort on both ends of the floor, rebounding the ball. You have the kid Filewich, who's a warrior, kid that goes after every rebound, and Adam was giving him trouble. And that says a lot about Adam's athleticism and his tenaciousness. And so we've got to figure out a way to, get him on the floor. Maybe not huge minutes, but I love his ability to give our team energy and do what he did tonight.
Things that you weren't pleased, what were you pleased with? What did you like that you saw?
Well, I thought, we had a few more turnovers in the first half than second half. We were trying to play the right way, almost the entire game. There was a little stretch where we took a few ill-advised shots in transition, a couple, early shots where we didn't get to the second or third side of the floor to make their defense really work. But I thought offensively we were sharing the ball. We were generating good shots. And so we can be a really difficult team to guard if we have that type of mentality and play that way. And so Wofford makes your offense, have to work. They're going to sit in the gaps. They're really going to crowd the paint, and they play really hard. And so for us to do what we did offensively, I was really pleased, especially the assist-turnover ratio. And then, again, the stretch in the second half, man, our defense hasn't been that high level all year.
Lazar and Evan, hoping to get them back from Hawaii?
Yeah, Evans cropped up yesterday. Lazar's been, he's been sick for more than a few days, right, about 4 or 5. So I'd like to think that he's on the tail end and Evans on the tail end of things, because we need to have a little bit more of a fuller team when we head out to the Diamond Head, simply because 3 games in 4 days, it will really test your depth. So hopefully we can get those guys back here in the next day or two.
Just the importance of this tournament. I mean, you're away from families at Christmas, but you are together. A couple of games, good opponents, nice place to be for Christmas. Just the overall feeling heading out to it.
It's a great tournament. The fact that our program is going to be on ESPN. We all, if you're a college basketball fan, there's no other games really on. And so, after you have your Christmas dinner and you open your presents, you've got all those games over the years that everybody's watching, around the TV set, since no one watches the NBA anymore. And it's great for our program. We drew a really tough opponent in Oregon State. I think they lost their entire starting 5 from a year ago and are having a much better year this year. So Coach Tinkle's doing a really good job. It'll be a huge challenge for our team. But I'm excited about seeing our team continue to grow. 3 games in 4 days is going to really test us physically. So we've got to be up for the challenge.
Is it harder when you have so many new faces on the team, on the offensive end or the defensive end, or what?
It's a little bit of both, but it's what every coach is dealing with. I know that there are some coaches that, maybe have been at their programs for 3 and 4 years and don't necessarily have maybe the turnover that we did in the spring. But we've been together long enough that, we should start to have a feel for one another a little bit better than we did. I would say in the second half, that stretch of 10 minutes is more what I'm hoping to see in longer stretches. We're getting there. We are improving. Our practice habits are getting better. But we got to be able to stretch those consistent marks out.
Communication on the defensive end, is that kind of one of the biggest?
Communication, I would say the details maybe in what we do at times, the trust. There's some situations, not to get too technical, where, I'm supposed to be on a particular spot on the floor defensively, regardless if my man back cuts or not. And if you go with him back cutting, it means basically you don't necessarily trust the guy behind you. And it opens up a shot when the man in the corner raises up. Just things like that. When you have a team that's been connected for a while, they just trust when that guy goes back door. I'm doing my job. He's doing his job. And so we're getting there. It's just not consistent enough yet.
On a trip like the one in Hawaii, what are you just kind of hoping for about your team? It's a trip, like you said, you're going together, you're trying to grow together, and then also see how y'all do in a tournament.
Yeah, I mean, we're going there to try to win it. But I also think that, some of the stuff I've been talking about, just the consistency, to see our team, grow in spurts and put together, really good basketball on both ends of the floor, longer periods of time, and try to be able to do it day after day. We're going to be in the same situation, at the end of the year, and having to win 3 games, 4 games, hopefully not, in 3 days and 4 days. Sends the winner off to the NCAA tournament. So we'll learn a lot about our team. Failure, success, you take it all in and try to grow from it. I believe we will.
You mentioned distributing the basketball. CJ Fulton, 4 assists tonight. Can you speak to his impact?
I mean, he's just so he's such a luxury to have as a coach. He isn't the fastest guy in the world. His intellect is through the roof on both ends of the floor. I think everybody sees that assist-turnover ratio. But, he's guarding Dylan Bailey, who's one of their best shooters. He's chasing them off screens. And for that kid to only get 3 shots and miss them all says that not only is CJ doing it on the offensive end, he's doing it quietly on the defensive end. It's all through understanding of the game, toughness, and just attention to detail that we need from all of our guys. But, man, I'm going to miss that kid next year for sure, unless I can figure out a way to redshirt him. All right. Thanks, guys.